I'm going to request all the fighters who are non-voting delegates, the fighters from the student commands who are non-voting delegates, they must come here to the front with me. Those who are non-voting delegates, please. And everyone else that is a non-voting delegate that is seated here, please, let's have 2 roving mics, both they are active. Let's make sure that all the doors now of our program, nomination and voting of top 5 officials of the province. This session is going to require that all of us, we must be disciplined. We must behave in a manner that you've been behaving since we started this process. We've never had to call you by name. You've always been disciplined and listened to the guidance of the leadership. This process is going to be conducted by, it's independently done by a company called IMSA. This company has been presiding over the conferences of the EFF, starting with the National People's Assembly that elected some of us. It has been presiding on all other provincial people's assemblies, starting from Northwest, Gauteng, Western Cape, KwaZulu-Natal, they are in Eastern Challenges. And we are satisfied with the work and the way they've done it, because 8 conferences, PPAs that are sitting, 6 of them has already set. And none of those conferences we've seen people fighting this, so that how you're going to conduct yourselves, you must always think that if they can do this from the National People's Assembly, what is different about us as Free State? And be patient with them as they are taking us through this process. They're going to run this process of guiding us on how it's going to work. I'm going to call IMSA to take onto the podium to run this process, item 15, nominations and voting of the top 5. And I hope, as I said, that there's no, all of us, we know we are here, we've adopted the credentials. Those credentials, they become our voters' roles. They're going to be taking us on the process to make sure that all the work that we're doing in line with the revolutionary conduct and discipline of this organization. Thank you very much, IMSA.
SG, thank you for the opportunity. I'm going to take you through to the guidelines and the rules for this PPA or constitution. So today we are going we're having a provincial people's assembly that shall elect its provincial command team, which shall include the following: chairperson, deputy chairperson, secretary, deputy secretary, and treasurer. The Provincial People's Assembly shall elect 20 additional members, and a minimum of 50% of the provincial command team shall be females. That means 13 females shall constitute the total 25 members of the PCT, and an open process which should be observed by a minimum of 5 to a maximum of 7 delegates, which we call them observers. The nomination and the voting process of the top 5 officials happen as follows. The chairperson of the election committee, that is the chairperson, the deputy chairperson, the secretary, election committee, will ask if the nominated member is available. Confirmation of availability can be through the nominated member verbally, communicating the availability if they are voting delegate, or through a letter which should be submitted to the elections committee. Committee will ask the Provincial People's Assembly voting delegates to second the the nomination by a show of hands. And only names that reach 30% of the of the voting delegates will be included on the ballot. So we have received 628 hold for any position to pass and to get into the ballot. If a name of a nominated candidate reaches the 30% threshold, it will be included on the ballot. If there is only one nomination, such a nomination will be confirmed as elected to a position upon which they are nominated for. In an instance where there is more than one nomination for each position which has reached the 30% threshold, the election committee shall develop a ballot paper for delegates. Once the ballot paper is printed, the election committee shall, with the assistance of the PPA, appoint observers who will be accepted by all candidates and nominees as observers. Before elections, all the ballot papers shall be stamped or signed at the back with a unique shall then be counted in front of the election committee and the observers. The voters' roll for the elections shall be in the attendance register of the PPA. A temporary voting station will be set up, allowing each and every voter or delegate to have a space to vote secretly. The temporary voting station should necessarily have the following details: attendance register, ballot boxes. Upon entering the temporary voting station, the delegate's name will be checked on the voter's roll, marked is stamped, because if it is not stamped, it is a ruined ballot. Please ensure that it is stamped with an IMSA stamp. IMSA stamp is on our bibs, on our logos, on our election committee will close the temporary voting station and begin with the counting votes. Counting will happen as follows. First, we'll count the number of votes casted. Secondly, separate the number of votes received by each candidate. Count how many votes for each candidate received. Count the number of spoiled votes. The candidate with the highest number of votes will be one who is selected for the position. After counting has finished, all delegates will be called to the PPA for the announcement of the names of those who have been elected. In the instance where two candidates or the deputy secretary receive the same number of votes, in that instance, we will do a toss. And the toss will instance where we are voting for one position and there is a tie, we'll go for a toss. Okay. Okay, so please note that the results should not be announced before the voting of any position which had the same number of votes has been any positions before they are announced by the Chief Electoral Office. Only 20 additional members should be voted into the PCT and added with the top 5 positions elected. The total number will be 25. Of the 25 members of the PCT, a minimum of 50% of the PCT shall be females, meaning that 13 females shall constitute the total 25 members of the PCT. This rule and guideline is non-negotiable. The nomination of additional members will happen from the floor, and the threshold of this nomination will be 25% of the voting delegates. Voting shall be by secret ballot, and the top 16 candidates for additional members will be highest votes, with the highest votes who are elected as members of the PCT. The elections committee should ensure that a minimum of 13 females beneath them should be shifted until the threshold is reached. No phones are allowed. Once you enter the voting station, your phone must be in hand and in silent. No talking whilst in the voting station, no lobbying, no influencing each other. No taking pictures of IMSA ballot paper. We take that as an offense. And we are going to start with the nominations.
Sorry, fighters. Before we start, there were fighters who went to release themselves. So I don't want us, I want DOR to open for them. They just went outside to release themselves. Allow those fighters to come in, not walk out. I said I'm allowing the fighters that were outside to come in, not you going out, because we're going to close. We're starting with nominations now. DOR, open the doors for fighters that are outside. Not any fighter, I'm talking of delegates. Just check those tags that they are correct delegates. That's what I was opening for. Not anyone else. Can we close that door at the back there? Ongaphandle. Okay, thank you. I'll allow IMSA to continue.
Okay, thank you very much, SG, for that. So I'm going to take you through again. We have, I think I made an error. We have 629 delegates that have been agreed on. And we are going to go on the threshold of 188.5. The lady with the yellow shirt, the gentleman with the yellow shirt. And I'm going to ask that we are patient with each other because we only have one roving mic. Thank you.
Hello. My name is Ranchumen Taupani. I am from Ward 11 in Nala. I nominate the name of Mayor Mandisa Makesini as the chairperson of the province.
Thank you very much. Mayor Mandisa Makesini. Can you get the roving mic to her, please?
I'm Mandisa Makesini from Machabeng, Ward 33.
Okay, thank you very much. By show of hands, can we support that nomination? Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Just for 1 minute, thank you. You may lower your hands, thank you. Just 30 seconds, thank you. She reached her threshold. Another nomination for chairperson. Thank you. Can you get the mic to her? Yes.
Thank you very much, the chairperson of the session. My name is Selwani Mavis Muchiani, person of Free State.
Thank you very much. Can we get the mic to Mapeula? Thank you.
Ward 10 in Mangaung, I accept the nomination.
By show. Sorry. Just 2 minutes so that thank you. Just 2 minutes so that the team from IMSA is able to count.
Fighters, let us be orderly. Because if you are not orderly, you're going to blame IMSA. Yeah, let's do it orderly. Let's allow them space. There are people there that are working. Let's just follow to their attention.
You may lower your hands. Thank you. And may I please emphasize that right now we are not voting. We are just nominating. So we'll get excited after voting. Thank you. Mapeula has passed the threshold. Is there another nomination for the position of the chairperson? Yes, say. And we are nominating for the chairperson or what? Say that again. Okay, let's first get to the chair. Are we done with the chairperson position? Gentleman there, let's find out from him.
Fezile Dabi, District Metsimaholo Local Municipality. Ke ema mona na ke nominator on the chairperson. Libito la delegated fighter ground force fighter Thomas Makingwane.
Fighter Thomas Makingwane. Can we get the mic to Thomas? Can we get the mic to Thomas Makingwane?
Thank you very much, Chairperson of the session. My name is Mzilankata Thomas Makingwane from Ward 6 of Machabeng in Lejole Putswa. I decline the nomination.
Thank you very much. Can we go to the position of the deputy chairperson? The gentleman that stood before, yes. Can we get the mic to him?
Liputswa in Machabeng, Ward 14. I stand here to nominate the name of Fighter Machaki.
Fighter.
Somola Machaki.
I stand here to accept the nomination.
Thank you. Just for 3 minutes. Thank you. Just for a few minutes. Please keep your hands up until I say so. Otherwise, you will disadvantage your nomination. What is happening there? You can't hear. Okay. Can you get the mic so that I understand what you can't hear?
Ya emi mona na ke Lefal Hlapo from Metsimaholo Ward 8. Ne ke kopa, it's a question of clarity. Hore now we are still in a deputy chairperson, or not deputy chairperson, we are still on chairperson. Or
Opportunity again, because the team had already started counting. I'm going to start again. And please, if you can count for the deputy chairperson. And it's only going to last for 2 minutes. 1 minute. Please lower your hands. Seconds to get the threshold. Deputy Chair, thank you. Can you get the mic here? Thank you.
Ndiyabulela sihlalo. Igama lam nguDeliwe Malebo. I'm from Ward 15, Mangaung region. I nominate the name of fighter Thomas Macingwane.
Thomas Macingwane.
Thank you very much, Chairperson of the session. My name is Mzilanka nomination.
Thank you very much. By show of hands, can we support that nomination? Thank you. Just for 2 minutes. Just for 1 minute. Just 30 seconds to get the threshold. Just 20 seconds. Hold. Another deputy chairperson, the cap there. In the middle, yes.
My name is Mzwanele Nyembe from Macedonia, particularly in Nijole Putswa. And now, without fear or favor or any prejudice, I now nominate.
Can you get the mic to Malefani? Where is Malefani? Please wave at us. We want to see you.
My name is Malefani Msimanga from Ward 21, Metsimaholo. I accept the nomination.
Thank you very much. Please, let's support that hand by showing our hands. Thank you.
Check.
Just for 3 minutes. Just for 2 minutes. Okay, you may lower your hands. Just give us another 30 seconds just to get to the threshold. Thank you. Malefani Msimang has passed the threshold. Thank you. Another nomination for the secretary there with black. Yes, they. Can you get the mic there?
My name is Rebecca Mutaung from Metsimaholo Ward 1, Fezile Dabi region. Ke eme monana ke nominator lebitso la fighter Tsholo Ranchobe. Ke a leboha.
Yes, we can't see you. There we go, in the middle.
Thank you very much, Chairperson of the session. My name is Tsoloran Chobe from Ward 11, Bloemfontein Sub-Region, Mangaung. I therefore accept the nomination.
Thank you. Please, let's support that nomination by show of hands, just for 3 minutes. Thank you. Just for a minute and a half. Just for 45 seconds. Please lower your hands. And another 30 seconds just to give you the threshold. Just for 10 seconds, thanks. Another nomination for the secretary position, thank you. Can you get the mic here? Are we close?
Thank you. My name is Khotso Chali from Ward 4, Malotea Pofung. I nominate Mayor Amelia Shabalala.
Mayor Amelia Shabalala, please wave at us. We want to see you. Mayor Amelia, yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. By show of support, let's raise our hand for that nomination just for 2 minutes. Just for 2 minutes. A minute and a half. Just be patient. We are. You may lower your hands. Thank you. Just for 15 seconds. Why are you raising your hand? We're not done yet. Do you want? Mamelia has passed the threshold. Can we? Another position? Yes. 1, 2 on my right. Yeah. 1, 2.
My name is Ntabisen Diau from Setoto, Malutia Pofung. I nominate the name of Maitem Msikidi for the Deputy Secretary position.
Maite, can you wave at us? We want to see you. Maite. Please, okay, there he is. Can you get the mic to him?
Thanks very much, Chairperson of the session. My name is Maitem Sikidi from Mafube, Ward 4, Fezile Dabi region. I accept the nomination.
Thank you very much. Can we support that nomination by show of hands? Thank you. Just for. Just 1 minute. Just for 30 seconds.